Agree with you, Sean. He had an impressive electoral college win, even though the popular vote shows that what Hillary Clinton has won more than 2 million or 2.5 million more votes. But he is going to be the president of the United States. But why is he suggesting that there were millions of people who voted illegally?
Well, because I think there's been a lot of studies that show that a vast majority of individuals
there have been
who are
studies
not
that have shown
there have been
studies that show there have been irregularities, but not millions of voters, not millions.
Sure, if you look at the percentage, if you look at the percentage, there's a Washington Post story not too long ago that showed the number up to be as high as 14%. If you extrapolate that out, it's clearly millions.
Well, are you saying he won the popular vote? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that the way that the electoral process is set up, it was focused on electoral votes getting to 270. He far exceeded that. He won more counties than any Republican has won in decades. And I think, but when people are now on the left starting to talk about electoral college irregularities and asking people to be unfaithful, he wants to point out that, wait a second, I played the game according to the rules that were there. If you guys want to talk about, popular vote, well, then we should have looked at the integrity of a lot of these systems where there's clearly been people who wouldn't vote have been voting, and the studies prove that if you extrapolate those percentages out, that's what it comes to. So his focus is to make sure that people don't, on the left and the folks in the media, start talking about the popular vote, that it's within the context of what really is going on here, and that there were millions of people that were ineligible to vote that probably voted. You
believe that as well? You say that there are millions of people who voted in this most recent presidential election who voted illegally? Is that what I hear Sean Spicer saying as well?
No. What you're hearing me say is that the studies that have been presented through the Washington Post and Pew and other places,
the Washington Post gave him 4 Pinocchios for saying that, said it was totally false.
I think it's interesting that the Washington Post gave Pinocchios to someone citing a Washington Post study that they wrote about. So, maybe they'll give themselves 4 Pinocchios.
Well, listen to